In the beginning we will ask a question. How would you experience feelings such as affection, compassion, kindness, on the other hand anger, fear, jealousy and frustration? Can you ever express how you really feel about those emotions? Likewise, love is a state of conscious energy that will only be expressed to the outer world through some actions and words in the way of kindness. Only the self will read the language of love and wisdom for experiencing it on your own. When it comes to the definition of love, you might find a vast range of definitions. You will see how society tries to explain this in different angles, related to relationships, intimacy, desire, bonds and detachment. But the love we are about to explain is more than an emotion. It is the pathway and finally a state of the subconscious will achieve when it comes to the liberation from universal patterns which binds humans' freedom. On the other hand, love along with wisdom stands as one of the great pillars guiding a human being toward full awakening. A real human being is a combination of three energy systems: the physical body, the mind and the subconscious or spiritual mind. These energies are in a constant state of flux and transformation. The real self is the subconscious or spiritual mind that has various forms of expressions of the state of energy which works as oneself.
The universe. Universal patterns dictate all physical energies must continuously change in order to survive. Change, therefore, is the only constant. If one seeks constant happiness in this physical realm, it always remains out of reach because the universe itself is ever changing. Take water for an example. Though the fundamental energy of water remains the same, its physical nature changes every moment where external energy will force over. Liquid turns to vapor, to clouds, back to rain or ice. This endless cycle sustains the balance of energy. The same truth applies to body and the mind of humans who are in perpetual motion. But what if we can find a pattern which does not flow with the universal nature? Here the love, analysis and reality together meets wisdom. Love we are going to explain about is the driving force that conveys vigilance of the subconscious mind from one thought to another consecutively until all the different forms become one form. That is complete wisdom, where subconscious mind possesses no energy diversion, as wisdom stays solid form of pure single energy which never takes different shades. Wisdom, in fact, is the form of energy that doesn't take turns to get different interpretations. On the other hand, eternal love is the base that brings subconsciousness to wisdom and reality.
Love and kindness are two concepts that often intersect, but they each have their own unique qualities and roles in our lives. Love is a deeply emotional and complex experience that includes feelings of affection, attachment, care, and connection. Love can take many forms, such as romantic, platonic, familial, self-love, and even universal love. At its core, love is about understanding, respect, and the emotional bonds that tie people together, often with the intention of nurturing and supporting one another. Love is more than just a feeling. It's an orientation toward the world and others. At its healthiest, love involves compassion, empathy, connection, selflessness and growth. And it's rather than possession or desire alone. Love is often about genuine care for the flourishing of another being, sometimes even at your own expense. Kindness. While love can create a deep emotional connection, kindness is often viewed as a behavioral expression of love. One can be kind without being in love, but kindness without love can feel empty or even toxic. Kindness acts as a practical, everyday tool that helps nurture love. It is the way love is communicated and maintained. Kindness is the quality of being considerate, generous, and compassionate toward others. It involves showing care and concern without expecting anything in return. As an outward expression of empathy and respect, kindness can be demonstrated through acts of generosity, whether small or large. It can be expressed through words, actions, and even a simple smile.
Subconscious mind shapes with different colors when comes to anger, love, frustration, jealousy. What if we can become only one state of true color, the reality, with love and wisdom? When you start practicing love, it begins as a small seed, almost unnoticed, planted in the soil of connection. At first, it's fragile, it needs warmth, care, and attention to take root. Without patience or kindness, it withers before it has a chance to grow. As time passes, a strong tree sends roots deep into the earth. These are the result of constant sustainable practices. The deeper the roots, the stronger the tree becomes. Even when storms come, when harsh winds of doubt or distance blow, those roots keep it standing. True love is unconditional and selfless. It isn't based on transactions, conditions, or expectations. It flows freely, given simply because one embodies love itself. This kind of love is seen in parents' care for their children or in enduring relationships where partners give without seeking control or return, even when it's difficult. In other words, you give love simply because you are the love, not because you expect anything back, not because there's a calculation of how much you're getting out of it. True love is not blind or without limits. It respects the other's independence and well-being, even when that means letting go. When love is offered without expectation, it brings freedom, joy, and emotional balance instead of pressure or disappointment. Love becomes a source of joy in itself, rather than something you rely on for validation or fulfillment. This approach is powerful because it fosters true freedom, the freedom to love and to be loved without the fear of loss or betrayal. This selfless love, though ideal, can be cultivated gradually by releasing expectations and embracing vulnerability. When you love without expecting anything in return, you relieve the pressure and disappointment that often come from unmet expectations. While this may sound idealistic, people can approach love with this selflessness in moments or over time, even if it's a gradual practice or journey. It involves slowly dismantling the walls of expectation and embracing vulnerability. True love involves giving, not just materially, but also emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. It is about finding joy in the act of giving itself, rather than anticipating a return. When love is authentic, the act of giving love becomes a source of fulfillment, not a transaction. There's a quiet peace in knowing you've contributed to someone's well-being or comfort. It doesn't demand recognition or reward, and it simply finds meaning in the act itself. This is the essence of generous love. Not love that exhausts itself or forgets boundaries, but love that gives freely from a place of abundance, purpose, and presence. However, it's also important to note, real love includes yourself too. Giving to fulfill others' needs is beautiful, but not if it comes at the cost of neglecting your own. Love is most sustainable when it includes mutual respect. Even if it's not about equal give and take in every moment, there is still balance over time. Love without self-respect can turn into sacrifice that wounds.
A tree gives without expectation. It produces fruits as nourishment for others, not to receive thanks, but simply because giving is part of its nature. Its leaves, roots, trunk, and flowers may be taken for food, medicine, or comfort, yet it continues to grow, quietly offering life to those around it. Through its metabolism, it releases oxygen, sustaining every breath of life nearby. It offers shelter to birds, shade to travelers, and strength to the soil, all without asking for anything in return. Even when seasons change, when leaves fall or branches break, the tree stands firm, patient, enduring, and generous. Its existence itself is an act of love, to serve, to give, to nurture, and to expect nothing back. True love, like the tree, finds joy not in possession, but in contribution, in giving life, hope, and comfort to others simply because it can. A banana tree, as an example, gives everything, its strength, its sap, its body, to nurture the fruit. After the fruit ripens and is taken, the tree withers and dies. Its life completes itself in service and surrender. Yet, even in dying, it gives, for new shoots rise from its roots, continuing the cycle of life.
Loving others allows us to see beyond ourselves and breaks the illusion of separation. It teaches us to listen, observe, and understand without judgment, skills that are essential for gaining wisdom. When we love someone or something deeply, we often face our own limitations, biases, and fears. This experience fosters humility and self-awareness. Love shifts from being about neediness to focusing on presence and service. A wise person understands how to love without attachment, control, or ego. Wisdom provides discernment, enabling us to love effectively by knowing when to hold on, when to let go, and how to balance caring for others with caring for ourselves. Wisdom is not just knowledge, it is also embodied in love. Love is most profound when it seeks authenticity, genuine connection, vulnerability, and truth. Similarly, wisdom seeks the essence of truth, and it's not just facts, but a deeper understanding that fosters harmony. In this way, both love and wisdom serve as pathways out of illusion and ignorance. Together, love and wisdom act as the two wings of enlightenment. Neither can enable us to soar alone.